Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. The golden hills of Hope Valley are waking up again this time, with more than just the morning sun. July 2025 has ushered in a wave of renewal, not only in the fictional world of When Calls the Heart, but also in the hearts of millions of loyal viewers who have walked this journey for over a decade. With season 13 officially filming, a new chapter is being written, one that promises emotional depth, unexpected turns, and a reaffirmation of everything the show has stood for since the first moment. Elizabeth Thatcher stepped off the stagecoach. It all began with a whisper, subtle tease from Erin Krakow, the show's leading lady, who took to social media earlier this year with a simple but powerful image: the Hope Valley schoolhouse, bathed in morning light, doors wide open as if inviting all of us back in. No official words were needed. The message was clear. When Calls the Heart was not only returning, but it was evolving. And now, in the heart of summer, that promise has materialized into full-blown production. Cameras are rolling, the cast is reassembled, and the heartbeat of Hope Valley is louder than ever. Season 13 picks up in the emotional aftermath of a season 12 finale that left fans both exhilarated and breathless. Elizabeth Thatcher, now older and wiser, made one of the most difficult decisions of her life, leaving her beloved Hope Valley to seek better medical care for her son, little Jack, who had been diagnosed with diabetes. It was a decision that tore at her heartstrings, but one made with a mother's instinct. She didn't go alone, of course. Nathan, the steadfast Mountie who had waited so patiently in the wings, took her hand, literally and figuratively. Their departure was quiet but powerful, a gentle fade rather than a loud exit, signaling not the end, but the beginning of something greater. As season 13 begins filming, word from the set suggests that the show will not waste time in diving deep into the next leg of Elizabeth and Nathan's journey. Cape Fullerton, the town that once represented uncertainty and risk, is now the backdrop for new possibilities. But Hope Valley is never far away, emotionally, spiritually, and eventually, physically. Because if this series has taught us anything, it's that home is more than a place. It's a connection, a purpose, a bond that can never truly be broken. Behind the scenes, Erin Krakow has emerged not only as the face of the series, but also as its beating heart and co-executive producer. Alongside her, McGarry has leaned further into Nathan's depth, bringing a more mature and emotionally layered version of the character to life. Sources say that the early episodes of season 13 will showcase their evolving dynamic, not just as romantic partners, but as co-parents and problem solvers navigating the complexities of life outside their comfort zones. Gone are the days of light flirtations and uncertain glances. What we're getting now is a love forged in trials, a partnership that has earned its weight in emotional gold. But don't expect the entire season to remain in Cape Fullerton. The pull of Hope Valley remains strong, and multiple characters will be making emotional returns to the town they love. Rosemary and Lee Coulter, still adjusting to the joys and chaos of parenthood, will find themselves at the center of several storylines that explore what it means to raise a child in a town that's constantly evolving. Their daughter, Goldie, is now walking, talking, and challenging her parents in ways that neither of them could have prepared for. Lee, ever the pragmatist, is considering expanding his lumber business, while Rosemary contemplates starting a newspaper column focused on motherhood, bringing her fierce opinions and heartfelt reflections back into the public sphere. Meanwhile, Lucas Bouchard, still smarting from his breakup with Elizabeth and wrestling with his identity outside of romantic entanglements, will embark on a journey of self-discovery. He's set to travel temporarily to Union City, where he's been offered a position on the Board of Education. Ironic twist, considering how he once tried to win Elizabeth's heart by investing in her school. But this isn't a detour, it's a reckoning. Lucas must now figure out who he is when he's not vying for someone else's love or approval. For a man who's always been confident and in control, this season may just be the most vulnerable we've ever seen him. In a surprising twist, Bill Avery will face a personal health crisis that forces him to reconsider the way he's been living. No longer content with working in the shadows, Bill may finally open up about the fears he's kept buried deep. A series of letters from an old friend, discovered in a dusty trunk, will lead him on a nostalgic quest that could tie into some of the town's oldest secrets. Could this be the season where we finally learn more about his mysterious past? All signs point to yes. Other characters are getting major shakeups too. Maysu and Mike Hickham's slow-burn romance will face external pressures when May receives an unexpected invitation to return to Chicago to help with a family crisis. Mike, torn between supporting her ambitions and asking her to stay, will have to face what commitment truly means. This subplot is rumored to be one of the most emotionally intense of the season, especially as Mike begins to explore new layers of his own identity, both as a businessman and as someone finally stepping out of everyone else's shadow. And let's not forget Allie, Nathan's fiercely independent adopted daughter, who will begin navigating teenage life with all the emotional roller coasters that come with it. With a new school, new friends, and the challenge of having Elizabeth in her life, not just as her teacher, but now as a maternal figure. Allie's journey will parallel the adult stories in profound ways. Expect themes of loyalty, identity, and change to dominate her arc, cementing her place as one of the most promising young characters in the franchise. New characters will also be introduced, one of whom is rumored to be a female doctor in Cape Fullerton who becomes instrumental in little Jack's medical journey. It's described as brilliant but guarded. She might offer more than just clinical support. There's quiet buzz about a possible connection to someone in Hope Valley's past, perhaps a long-lost relative or someone tied to Abigail Stanton's former storyline. Another newcomer, a traveling photographer documenting the evolving face of the West, set to arrive mid-season and shake up the town's sense of tradition versus progress. What's especially exciting this year is the tone. Insiders are saying that season 13 is shaping up to be the most mature, emotionally complex season yet. It won't shy away from difficult topics, grief, illness, forgiveness, and second chances will all play a part, but it will do so with the grace and optimism that has always defined the show. The writing team, now bolstered by several new voices, is intentionally weaving past legacies with present challenges, ensuring that longtime fans and new viewers alike will find something meaningful in every episode. The set itself is also undergoing slight updates. The schoolhouse has been repainted to reflect Elizabeth's absence. The mercantile has expanded to include a new herbal remedies corner, and the cafe has introduced a small performance stage, possibly foreshadowing a musical subplot or talent show down the line. These subtle changes are part of the broader vision for Hope Valley, a place that grows with time without losing its roots. Behind the scenes, the cast continues to foster the deep camaraderie that's made this show feel like family. Regular game nights, shared meals, and script reading sessions have resumed, and morale is at an all-time high. Erin Krakow and Kevin McGarry, in particular, are reportedly working closely with the directors to ensure their characters' love story remains authentic and satisfying, with special attention being given to how Elizabeth's past choices inform her future ones. As filming continues into the late summer, fans can expect a steady trickle of behind-the-scenes photos, cast, interviews, and cryptic teasers. But the creators are holding much closer to the chest this year, perhaps a sign that something truly surprising is on the horizon. There are whispers of a dramatic mid-season event, one that could change the trajectory of not just one character, but the entire town. Whether it's a fire, a natural disaster, or the return of a long-lost figure, the writers are aiming for a turning point that reinvigorates the series and sets the stage for future seasons. In the end, when calls the heart has always been about More than just storylines. It's about hope. It's about community. It's about believing in second chances and the enduring power of love. Season 13, with all its new arcs, returning faces, and emotional depth, is poised to remind us why we keep coming back to Hope Valley year after year. This isn't just another season. It's a homecoming, a reinvention, and most importantly, a testament to the strength of storytelling rooted in heart. So, as the summer sun warms the faces of our favorite characters and the school bell prepares to ring once more, we look ahead to what promises to be a deeply moving chapter in the legacy of When Calls the Heart. One thing's for certain, Hope Valley may evolve, but its soul will always call us back.